Good afternoon. This is Steve. I'm one of the engineers here at Summit Hosting, and thank you for joining us today for the first of many parts on how to access your server, migrating from the novel aspect servers to the new Summit Hosting server. So thanks for watching. And the first thing we're going to do is take a look at your welcome email. You should have received that by now, showing that the migration has completed. Your data should be on your server. We're going to go step by step through the process of how to access your server. So we're just going to go real briefly over the welcome email. You should see 3 files attached to your email. I have it up here on my Office 365 email. You should have one for the Mac. You should have one for the Windows. And you should also have a Summit demo, or you should have a Summit RDP file already pre-configured for your server. Those 3 files you should have received. If not, you need to notify us through our ticketing system. So basically, in your welcome email here, you should have your usernames. These server, your username 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be named with your company name. And always the first user is the admin. So just keep that in mind, that the number 1 always has a few more rights than the standard users. And your passwords will be listed here. We don't have anything there listed because I have my password, but your passwords will be there. Please reset your passwords to something that you can remember, and we'll show you how to do that in one of the segments. And your server name also is important. It's the Summit demo. And down here it gives you a little more information of where your QuickBook files were placed. And if you have any questions on that, please feel free to put in a support ticket, and we'll get back right to you. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and open up the PDF here of the Windows guide. This is for Canada, but it's the exact same thing for the US environment. So to log in, one of the logins is going to be login.summithosting.ca for Canada, and it's going to be the same for the United States only. It's going to be login.summithosting.com. And basically, please read through all of this. It's pretty self-explanatory. A lot of the information is in our knowledge base in our ticket system, which is, you click this and it'll take you to it. Also here, if you have a request for some submission for a ticket, or you have an issue, or you can't get something to work, by all means click the ticket submission and put your email address in there and your contact information, and one of our engineers will be more than happy to set that up or help you with your issue. The other thing is, we're going to go ahead in one of the videos setting up your remote desktop connection. We're going to show you how to do that in this video. So now that I've gone through this, the next segment we're going to be talking about is this RDP file. This will be the end of this particular video. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks. So this is Steve again. Welcome back. This is the second part of the series on how to access your server. What we're going to talk about now is that third file that you've received in your welcome email, which you should have received. We've talked about that in a previous video. And we're going to just go ahead and take that file, which is already pre-configured for you and your server. All you got to do is install it on your desktop. So we're going to show you how to do that. Come down here, hit right mouse button, download, and we're going to go ahead and save it to your desktop, which I've selected. Very small file. You can see its download has completed. Okay, I'm going to minimize this, and now the desktop icon is here. You can rename this however you want to do it, but I'm just going to leave it right now Summit Demo. Now to access your server, it's very simple because it's pre-configured. Is you just double click it. It's going to ask you for your username. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and type in my password. Okay, and it's going to log me right into the server. That's how you do it. Real simple. Accessing your server using the RDP client. Straightforward. If you have any issues with this, please feel free to put in a ticket, and we're more than happy to help you do that. This will automatically configure your printers and your local hard drive, so you can copy files back and forth, which we'll talk about in another segment. Hello, this is Steve again, and thanks for joining me for this video. And today we're going to show you how to reset your password. Through your welcome email, you should have received a temporary password. As we indicated in the first video, we strongly recommend that you change that password to something that you can remember. You are required to have certain characters in there. It's got to be six characters in length, a capital letter, small letter, and a explanation or a odd character like that. So it's for added security, of course. I'm going to go ahead and log into the server and show you how to do this task. And we take a second here. And basically we have an icon here for you for change password. And basically it's very simple. You come over here and double click it. It's going to ask you this question, hit open, and it's going to say task manager change password. Very simple. Just click on the change password and you put your old password in, which is whichever one you have. If this is the first time you've logged in, change your password, and you put your new password in there and confirm your password. Just remember, it's got to be at least 6 characters in length and have those special characters. I'm not going to change mine, but I just wanted to show you how we did this. I'm going to cancel this out, and then cancel. It takes you back to the desktop. And that's really as simple as that, is to change your password. We recommend that you change your password every 3 to 4 months just for security purposes. Thank you, and look forward to seeing you on the next video. Hello, this is Steve again, and thanks for coming back and watching these videos. I hope you find them informative. So now we're going to go ahead and install my email. Many of you have Outlook and you're using it on your server. So we're going to go ahead and just do that. I'm going to go ahead and log back into the server. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and click this because I don't want to keep asking my username and password. That won't come up again in the future, as you will see in the next videos. Okay, so we're logged back into the server here. No issues. Now I'm going to go ahead and just, as you can see, I have Outlook 2016 on here. You could have 2013, whatever you tend to be running, but we're going to go ahead and click on Outlook. As you can see, it's brand new. And just say yes to this, and I'm going to just type in demo, and my email address is com. Okay, and then your password. Okay, next. Now it's going to go out. It's probably going to ask me for my password again, and just verification. Takes a second for this to do this. There it is. Okay, I'm going to tell it to remember this so it doesn't pop up again. Now this will take a second to go out there. There it is. It's done. As you can see, it's already successful and ready to use. So I'm just going to hit finish here. And if you have Office 365, it should be as simple as that. You may have other providers. It should be as simple as that. If you're having issues that you can't get this to work like this, then you need to contact your current provider to make that work for you. We can't help you with that because we don't know your username, your password. We don't know any of those things when it comes to your email. So that concludes how to set up your email. Hope this was informative for you, and I look forward to the next segment on using Task Manager. Okay, so today, this is Steve again. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to show you how to use the Task Manager. It's very simple. We have it set up for you very easily. And we're just going to go ahead and log into the server again. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead right now and launch Word, so it's in the task manager. I'm going to go ahead and minimize it, and for Task Manager, just come over here to this button called Change Password, which we will show you in another segment how to do that. And you've got these different options on here. It's very simple. Click on the Task Manager, and you'll see the Word is running because we have it down here. See it down here? And I'm going to go ahead and just end the task. And guess what? It's now down. It's no longer running. And close that out. And that's pretty much it. You can do that with any program that you may have running that's got hung up. But that's what the Task Manager is for if you want to close out a program that's hung. So thank you for watching, and look forward to seeing you on the next segment. Thanks. Hi folks, this is Steve again, and on this particular video we're going to show you how to copy files back and forth from your local server, your local machine, to your server in the cloud. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started on this, and I'm going to go ahead and click on and log into the server. As you see, it did not ask me for my credentials because the last video we talked about it, didn't ask me those questions anymore. So as you can see, we are now on the dedicated server, your server. This is the demo server, of course. And I'm just going to go ahead and click on Word here for the first time. And I'm going to go ahead and just create a document. I'm going to call it this is a test. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and just save it. Save as is. And I'm going to just put it on my desktop right here. Okay. And there it is, and I'm going to close out Word. Okay. Now you can see the file that we just created. We are on our desktop for our server. So I would like to copy this to my local machine. So I'm just going to right mouse click, copy. I minimize this, and I can come over here and just paste. Okay, and there it is. Now I'm on my local desktop. Very simple, very, very fast, as you can see. Now, let's say you want to modify this. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and change this document. I'll close this out. And I'm going to say Steve is the best engineer ever. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and save this to the same file. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and close this out. So we have our file here. I'm just going to rename this. I'm going to call it Steve. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and right mouse click here on my local desktop, copy. And I'm going to pull up here my server, and I'm just going to come over here and paste. And there you go. This is the new file we created, and I'll pull up Word here, and there you go. Steve is the best engineer, of course. Now you can save these files to any of these directories here. If you want to know how to get to your local drives, you can go PC here, and it shows you here all the drives local. So it shows you the Summit hosting drive, so that is your server drive, and these are the drives on my local PC, as you can see. Pretty simple, well laid out, and you can copy and paste or however you want to move those files. So that's how simple it is to move files back and forth. Should you have any questions on this, feel free to put in a ticket, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory, and look forward to seeing you on the next segment. Thanks. Good afternoon. This is Steve again, and in this segment we're going to show you how to log off the server, which you've already seen me do, but we're going to show you that anyway, several places to do that. The other thing we're going to show you is an alternative method to logging into your server using the web portal. This goes the same for United States and Canada, although there's two different portals. The concept and how it works is the same. So for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to log off the server. So I'm going to go ahead and click on our icon here that we created earlier through the RDP session. Okay. And my files are still there that we created earlier. And there's two places to log off Windows. Log off Windows is here. Basically, you just click this button. We made it very simple for you. Log off Windows. And then down here, if you hit the right mouse button, it's going to be like Windows 10 where you shut down or sign out. Well, we've got everything disabled except for the sign out, and you can log off here also. So those are the two places to log off. And I'm just going to go here and log off, and it takes us out of the server. Now, the alternative way to log in is to, let me go ahead and close these out, is go to the web portal. So I'm going to go ahead and go to our website. Okay. Now, this is in Canada or in the United States. So right now I'm going to the United States website. You can do the .ca. It's the exact same thing. And up here you have the two portals that you'll be logging into, the US and Canada. For demonstration purposes today, everything has been in Canada. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on the login here for Canada. Okay. And I'm just going to type in my username and type in my password. Okay. Sign in. Okay, it takes me to my applications, which is going to take me to my Summit demo. And I'm just going to click it once. And it's going to take me right to the desktop like we came on from before. That's the alternative way. This works the exact same way in the US. No difference. It's just you're going to a different portal. If you try to log in from the United States into Canada, you're not going to get in. If you take Canadian folks and try to log into the United States portal, it's not going to work. We truly believe in data sovereignty between the two countries, and it works so much better. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and log off here. Okay. And you can sign out of this here. Now you could close this after you're logged into your server. One more piece. After you're logged into your server, you can just close that web browser out and still be in your server, and it's not going to affect anything. So no need to leave that browser open at any given time.